Peace, love, all business owners. Hello and welcome. My name is Antoine. I am the Phoenix, and I'm here to provide some insight about something that will make you some money. All businesses, of course, need it. They want it. They got to have it. And I'm here to provide a simple change of thought process that can possibly make you a ton of it. I wanted to speak specifically about something you deal with all the time and present something that's going to be a bit of a paradigm shift, but it will tremendously be valuable to you, and you'll be able to see the value extremely apparently as I go on. And that is simply your customers and how you see your customers. One of the best things I've learned, especially while doing research on emotional marketing, by far one of the best decisions I've ever made, because it took me on a whole different thought process than which I would have learned by just simply doing research on traditional marketing alone. They dive deep into the mental processes of a decision maker and how thoughts work in regards to the human going from not being interested to being interested to being nurtured into the actual sale. And one of the things that came across that I thought was phenomenal that I implemented and it will continue to promote for anyone else to implement is to change the way you are seeing the process with your prospects. The goal ultimately for most business owners is to take their leads or their prospects and make them into customers, taking those opportunities, getting them into the sales team and making customers out of them, of course, because they need the sale. However, there's a paradigm shift that can happen that can absolutely make you more money, because ultimately you don't just want that one customer, right? You want repeated buys. You want them to stick around and possibly tell other people about how awesome their experience was with you. So essentially what you really want is a promoter. You don't want a customer, you want a promoter. You want someone that has a great experience with your brand, so much so that they're willing to tell other people about it in an enthusiastic way that will lead them into coming and taking a look for themselves. So ultimately, your goal should not be to nurture these prospects into customers, but to lead them, and to nurture them into becoming promoters. And how exactly do you do that? Well, it's not exactly as easy, but there's one concept that I can give to you that will be simple and powerful enough that you can take it, hone it, and practically implement it starting today. And that is simply looking at the way that your consumer, their journey goes, and taking a look at where can you make the experience more delightful. There's so much power in that word delight, and I'm going to break it down to you, because creating a delightful experience is truly what will easily create a promoter. And I'm going to use your own life to prove it to you. Remember the last time you were out and about, you were hungry. Maybe you were with a friend or a family member, but you were out and about and you got hungry. Maybe you were in an area that you didn't know, so you didn't know exactly where to go. So you pulled out the phone with the father Google, bop, 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 bop. You were able to get a long list of different things and opportunities of places that you can spend your money around you. These are companies. You're going to spend your money with them to get food, but essentially they're just companies. So you found the one that met your needs the most. They ticked your tax, they checked your boxes, or maybe they were the cuisine you wanted. Maybe they had enough reviews and good stars, but there was something about that company that caught your attention enough for you to take action to drive to the location. Now, imagine when you get to the location, parking lot pretty busy, like, okay, maybe this place is pretty nice. You get in there, oh my goodness, when you first come in the door, the smell hits you. You're like, oh, this smells good. They're busy. You get in there and the host and the people that are working there are doing their thing. It's a positive vibe. It looks like people are moving and grooving. Everybody's working hard. You're like, oh man, this is probably about to be a good experience, you know? So if they are able to provide you with the service, well, actually, in this case, the food that truly just tops it off for you. You already seen that they were nice. You seen they had good reviews. You smelled the area. You smelled the vicinity. It's like, oh man, you seen people working good. All you really need was the food to be just nice, maybe even just satisfactory. But the food being good is what it was, just like the icing on the cake, because it was really the experience that took you by storm. The busyness, the smell, the operations, and then the food being nice. You just like, man, this place right here, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to take so and so here. I'm going to talk to so and so about this. This place is nice. I got to tell some people about this. What did they do? That company, that restaurant, just created a promoter, because they created a delightful experience. The environment was good, the vibe was good, and the service was provided good. People always remember receiving good service. So you may not be a restaurant, but you have a consumer decision journey that they go through, no matter what they are. Maybe they call your phone to start the process off, and they speak with said person. After they speak with said person, then they're going to be getting a list of options. Or maybe they just go to your website and they take care of everything from your website. Whatever the case may be, evaluate how you are getting these leads and these prospects to you to become customers. Put yourself in their shoes. See, are you actually creating a delightful experience with the way that they're contacting you? And after they contact you, what happens? What's next? Who are they speaking to? Are they speaking to someone good? Are they speaking with someone that's enthusiastic? Does it even feel like your process is about making them feel like they're in the right place? Think about these things, because truly understanding your consumer decision journey is one of the easiest ways to figure out where you need to improve, where you need to shift, where you need to upgrade, in order to make sure that they have the delightful experience. Because the delightful experience is what gets them telling people about your business. And that's ultimately what you want them to do. Because more than likely, if they tell people about the business, you never know, they might bring somebody back while they go for a second one. So not only are they referring someone, they coming back for a second sale or opportunity with you, and they're bringing somebody along. But it's all about changing your mindset towards getting just customers and figuring out how can you literally create promoters. And I believe the main key is understanding what they're going through. So I'm going to stop here. The next video I'm going to put up will be specifically about the consumer decision journey. If you have not taken the time, let me slow this down. If you have not taken the time to understand what your prospects are going through to get the sale, you need to take time to figure this out, because you have no idea how really good you are. You may be skillful and excellent at the services you provide, but the overall experience, if you've never taken a look at how they're going through it, how do you know you're really as good as you think you are? How do you know that all these customers are really appreciating what you do when you have really no idea? You don't think about what they're going through. So take some time to step out of your shoes as an operator, an owner, and CEO, and think about what exactly are these strangers that I'm trying to nurture in the customers. What are they going through when they experience my brand? When they search online and they see my website, what are they seeing? Is this really good for them? Or did I make my website just for what I thought was right? Another video, another story. But fam, keep up with me. I'm going to truly pour into you. Remember, delightful experiences create promoters. Analyze what your processes are. Get to understand what these people are going through before you try to get them to commit to you. Because if you can do that and hone that and do this properly, you can turn every one opportunity that possibly be in 2 or 3 by simply doing the job well that you do already, but just considering how many ways you can possibly make a better experience for them. Peace and love. I hope you take this love and light and make it useful.